This is pretty much the same as question 13. Only difference is that you don't have part A to D there to confuse you, and it's closed, so it's got a lid on it. So let's draw the thing. Okay, draw this box. Great box. So I might as well call these L and H, like in the previous example. Let L be the length, and let H be the height. Both of these are going to be in centimeters. Okay, so the minimum amount of sheet metal sheet. So basically trying to minimize the area. Okay, so need to minimize area. Which we'll call A. Okay, you can call it surface area, but I recommend just having the one letter so that you don't get confused. If you call this SA, then you might be confused that that's S times A when you're solving stuff later on. And you'll have things like DSA, DL, which you don't really want. So roll this stuff out. Cool. Oh, hold on. Okay, it's going to be affected by L and H. Okay, the different lengths and heights of this box means we're going to need different amounts of metal sheet. Okay, write some relationships between the variables. So I can write a formula for the surface area, draw this box, all drawn out. Same as in question 13, only difference being that we have a lid on top, okay, an L by L lid. So ones for those two squares, all of these other ones are the same. So area will be 2 lots of 1 plus 4 lots of 2. One is the lid. I need to make this bigger, sorry. So one is the lid, which is L squared. 2 is a rectangle, which is LH. And H comes before W. H comes before L. Okay, so that's our formula for area. Okay, I want to minimize this, but I've got L and H. Okay, so going to need to do the same thing as I did before. I know the volume is 1000. I know the formula for volume is area of base times the height. Okay, my base is L squared, my height is H, and I also know that the actual volume is 1000. Okay, we're trying to contain a litre of milk in a box. Alright, so I've got 2 equations. I've got one for area. I want area equals something just in terms of one variable. So I want to eliminate either H or L. I'm going to rearrange the second equation for H for 2 reasons. One, because question 13 told me to. If I rearrange for L, then I'm going to have to substitute into the L squared and the L, which I don't want to do. And also, not worrying out. Also, rearranging for L will bring a square root in, which I don't want either. So all I'm going to do is just divide both sides by L squared. Okay, and I'm going to substitute H equals 1000 on L squared into A equals 2L squared plus 4HL. Okay, so wherever I see h, I'm replacing it with 1000 on L squared. So A equals 2L squared plus 4 times 1000 on L squared times L. Okay, this should be pretty routine from here. 4 times 1000 is 4000. L divided by L squared just leaves an L on the bottom. Okay, to make it nice so that I can differentiate it, actually I'll use function notation for this one, just so it looks a little bit different. I'm going to write this as A of L, 2L squared plus 4000 L to the minus 1. Okay, you can choose function notation or not, it's up to you, but I've succeeded now. I've got the surface area in terms of just one variable, L. Try and minimize the surface area. Minimum occurs at a dash of L equals 0. Okay, the derivative of 0. So I'll put a 0 in here, 2L squared plus 4000. My mistake here, I haven't differentiated yet. Okay, I was setting A of L equals 0. I need to differentiate it first. Common error. Okay, so I need to find A dash of L. Okay, so 4L minus 4000 L minus 2, and then set A dash of L equal to 0. Okay, 4L minus 4000 L minus 2 equals 0. So I need to solve this one. Do the same thing as before. Okay, so I'll write the L with a positive power. I can times everything by L squared. This time I'll bring this negative term to the other side. Okay, just to mix it up for a bit. And then times everything by L squared. So 4000 equals 4L cubed. Divide everything by 4. L cubed is 1000. L equals cube root of 1000. Okay, L equals 10. Okay, so from here, we need to classify L equals 10. Okay, and make sure it's a minimum, and then also find H. And you can look at the other detail on the page.